Right, this is a warning. Don't let the bad guy shit on you, yeah?
Welcome to Talk in the Corner with Keith Eastwood. Yes, welcome back to Talk in the Corner with Keith Eastwood. As always, celebrating independent music from all over the world in association with our YouTube channel, Walk in the Corner, and our Facebook group, which is Original Music Makers and Listeners Corner. We're doing a different setup this time. Usually I play songs from all over the world, which I still will be doing, but this is a new format where we're going to select an album each week, or an EP each week, and we're going to play a couple of tracks off that EP or the album, and promote the musician for themselves, you know. But we'll also be playing a couple of tracks that have been sent into our to our Gmail account. So if you have an EP or an album and you want to send it into our Gmail account, it's originalcornertalk@gmail.com. Send in your EP, send in your album, or send in a place where I can get it, I can pick it up. And then also, if you only have singles or you have a few songs and you just want to send in a song, send them in. We'll play them anyway. Today I selected the album by the Bionic Rats, who are a ska band from Dublin. And that was their song that you heard in the intro, called Bad Garda. And the album that I selected is called Alive. And that album was recorded in Dublin in a venue called Lost Lane in August 2019, and then it was released on November 4th, 2020. So you can get that album on Bandcamp, and it only costs €5. I don't know how much that is in dollars or wherever your currency is, but €5 is an absolute steal for a 16-track album, and it's all live. It's all like we all miss the live gigs, don't we? So it's nice to have to start this new sort of segment with live performances. and I'm going to play another track by the Bionic Rats, and then after that we're going to follow up with a good friend of the podcast who is TJ Johnson, and he is also a moderator on the group. So we're going to play Don't Be Giving It All That by the Bionic Rats, and following it up with TJ Johnson with his song Ohio.
The tongue can't tell, a mouth full of lies. Engage your brain before you criticize. It's not the way. What? That's what I say. La 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 la. And they're still talking shite. La 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 la. Your tongue can't tell, a mouth full of lies. Engage your brain before you criticize. It's not the way. That's why I say, don't be giving it all out. Don't be giving it all out. Tell me what's worth and what is not. Don't be giving it all out. Don't be giving it all out. Don't be giving it all out. I said your tongue can't tell, a mouth full of lies. Engage your brain before you criticize. It's not the way. It's not the way. And that's why I say, don't be giving it all out. 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 Tell me what's worth and what is not. Don't be giving it all out. Don't be giving it all out. Don't be giving it all out. I'm saying it, many, mo. Tell me something I don't already know. Ask you to go, still you remain. That's why I say, don't be giving it all out. 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 You see the saying?
Hold on.
You see the saying?
What are they saying?
You see the saying?
What?
You see the saying? The saying, nigga, faggot, packy, jacky, knacker, queer. So I stick my fingers in my ears and go, and they're still talking shit. Be giving it all out. Don't 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 be giving it all up.
This is an original song, tentatively called Ohio. Honey, you ain't gotta shout, I'm standing right here. What that you say, dear, you know that's my bad ear. Bitter words you mumble as we're headed for the door. Forever came between us and forever is no more. Standing in the driveway getting soaked by the rain. Heard you called your mama cause she'll help you with the pain. Threw you the keys and I said take my old S10. She said if I leave I ain't coming round here again. She's yelling why are you such a dick, I'll never be your bride. I said, hell, that's alright, I've been wanting a new ride. Why don't you get inside and roll back to your mama's house or maybe Ohio. Later in the evening, she's still sitting in the drive. She said, "You think we can talk? I've changed my mind. Already signed the title over, she's all yours free and clear. Toss me my pack of smokes and get the fuck on out of here. Why don't you get inside and roll back to your mama's house or maybe Ohio." Several hours later, I went back out for a smoke. She's still sitting there and I'm thinking, is this a joke? She rolls down the window and she yells, "You're such a prick. This shit ain't funny cause you know I can't drive a stick. I can't even make it go. How the hell am I gonna get to Ohio?" Where's my mom at? I need her to come drive this son of a bitch. Country road, take me home to my mom's in Ohio, not West Virginia. She doesn't live there. She lives in Ohio. Country road, take me home to my mom's in Ohio, not West Virginia. She doesn't live there. She lives in Ohio.
Ah yes, that was TJ Johnson with his song Ohio. And TJ is he's a moderator on the Facebook page, which is Original Music Makers and Listeners Corner. And TJ has, like, he hasn't recorded any of songs, but he writes songs all the time and shares them, and they're always amazing songs. I can't wait till he starts recording the songs properly. He also has some very talented kids, but also he has a very talented father who passed away recently, Corley Johnson, and you could actually find Corley Johnson on YouTube if you check him out. He's unbelievable, and as I always say to TJ, you didn't lick it from a stone, you got it from somewhere. So it's a sad loss to the music, people in music. Corley Johnson, rest in peace. And TJ, you know, you always got us here, you know, to talk. And fair play to you, keeping a positive attitude as always. Keep the music going, keep it going, pal. Before that, we had the Bionic Rats with their song "Don't Be Giving It All That," and we'll have a couple of more tracks from the Bionic Rats later on. So I want to get on to, I got sent a link there. There's somebody, a member of the page, Yana, is doing a crowdfunding to record her first album, her debut album, which I'd look forward to, you know, like, fair play, Yana. And I really encourage crowdfunding. I love getting involved in crowdfunding because when the album is released, I feel like I'm a part of it, you know, like, you always feel like, oh, we've made that happen, you know. So if you have a few quid in you, or you have a few dollars or whatever cents, lash them over there to Yana and give her a dig out on getting this album out, because like myself, and I'm sure a lot of people that are listening that know Yana, they'd love to hear this album. Yana is a great singer-songwriter from Czech Republic, and she's a big Irish sort of background in her music. She supports Irish music, and she supports the page that we run. So yeah, definitely get on there if you can, support Yana. Also, more big news is that Pete Kavanagh, who is a member of the page, has an album on the way out that you can pre-record. Pre-order. So listen, you don't want to hear it from me. Let's hear it from the man himself. The man himself is going to tell you how to get this pre-ordered album.
Hey Keith, Hey Keith, thanks so much for the opportunity to promote Join Up the Dots here on your podcast. My name is Pete Kavanagh. I'm a singer-songwriter from County Kildare, and I'm launching Join Up the Dots in my hometown of Naas at the Moe Theatre on Saturday the 13th of November. I'll be joined by a full backing band, and supporting the night is from Mairead Carroll. Join Up the Dots has been a true labour of love. I've got 12 musicians on this. It's produced by Hallie. It blends folk, rock, country, blues, all under a strong vibe of Americana. And I can't wait to share this album with the world. Where you can get it, you can pre-order it now on CD, vinyl, digital download on Indiegogo.com. Just go to Indiegogo.com and type in Pete Kavanagh, that's Kavanagh with a K, and you'll find me there. I'm in a hoodie and a green background. Click on that, have a look at the perks that are on offer. Even if you just donate the price of a cup of coffee to keep me going, every contribution helps. Or share my campaign, or have a listen to what's going on and look at what's going on. Again, Keith, thanks for the opportunity and the shout out. Join Up the Dots, Pete Kavanagh, Indiegogo.com. Thanks.
1, 2, 3.
A lover's passion, a pilgrim's quest. My love for you beats beneath my breast. The wind blows wisdom through joys and woes. Then I turn to you to hold a red rose, to hold a red rose where your love grows. Hold a red rose, a preacher's prayer, a sinner's song, fast or slow, time still moves along. We walk together down destiny's road, and then I turn to you to hold a red rose, to hold a red rose where your love grows. Hold a red rose. To hold a red rose, to hold a red rose where your love grows. Hold a red rose, a beloved father, a mother's bond, a daughter's devotion, a son who belongs. We stand together through all that life throws, and then I turn to you to hold a red rose, to hold a red rose where your love grows. Hold a red rose, start alone on a distant shore.
Welcome back to Talk in the Corner with Keith Eastwood. And before, we had Pete Kavanagh with his promo to his new album, which you can pre-order. And then after that, we played a song, which is To Hold the Red Rose. Then we had Yana with her song Distant Shore. And Yana is crowdfunding. And we're all about crowdfunding on this show. So if you can go on to Yana's page there, throw her a few quid if you have it. If you don't have it, that's fine, but support her, share our page, and if somebody else out there might have a few quid, they might throw it to Yana. We look forward to creating music. So, if you have any songs that you want to send in, if you have an EP, you want to send it in to originalcornertalk@gmail.com. If you have an album, send it into the same address, originalcornertalk@gmail.com. Or if you only have a single, send it in. And we'll promote as much as we can. I'm doing an album each week or an EP, whatever you send in to me. I will try and play a couple of your songs and try and promote as much as I can. The album that I'm promoting at the moment on this show is the Bionic Rats Alive, which you can get on Bandcamp for €5, the price of a drink. So €5 you can get that album. I'll introduce you to the Bionic Rats. The drummer is John Mason. Bassist is Graham Birney. Trumpet player is Donna Malloy. Saxophone Mason Macmillan. And percussions is Ken McGrath. And then of course you have guitar and lead vocals is Del Bionic himself. That's the Bionic Rats. They're before the pandemic. They used to play every Sunday in the Foggy Jew, which is in Dublin city centre, and they always put on a great show, and I used to love popping down to hearing that show. Next week we're going to be promoting Grant Dalton's album, Dams. I'll be playing a few songs off Grant Dalton's album, Dams, so I look forward to that too. So we're going to move on. We're going to play another song by the Bionic Rats, and then we're going to follow up with a couple of songs that have been sent in to our email address. So enjoy.
Hey gringo, you're not welcome anymore. Hey gringo, we don't like your type round here. Hey, what you doing is clear, playing on people's fears. Where you come from, you're going back, then they don't like your type round here. Where you come from, you're going back, then they don't like your type round here. They don't like your type round here. They don't like your type round here. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you, everyone, yeah? Johnny Olu, original saxophone player on the first album.
If you start forgetting and don't remember a thing, then I will do the remembering for you. If you slow down and don't know how to go around, I'll lead the way for you. If you start to forget and don't know what you are at, and others know instead of you. In your heart, in your mind, you'll hide the time. No memories to share, no hellos and no goodbyes. Here and now, the only time there is. If you start to fade away, and we both are losing you. Others do the remembering for you. Empty heart, empty mind, you slowly seem to fade away. You are getting to the day that tomorrow is like yesterday. In your heart, in your mind, you find no time. There isn't really time. There's no time, not your time. If you start forgetting and don't remember a thing, then I will do the remembering for you. Yeah. While you slowly fade away. While you slowly fade away.
When the rain is falling and there's no sign of morning, the thought of you brings me through. When I feel like crying, when my poor heart is dying, the thought of you brings me through. The thought of you makes me stronger and gives me the strength to carry on. When my soul feels like breaking, when my empty arms are shaking. The thought of you brings me through. The thought of you makes me stronger and gives me the strength to carry on. When the rain clouds are forming and the tempest winds are blowing, the thought of you brings me through. When my tears are overflowing and there's no sense of knowing, the thought of you brings me through. The thought of you brings me through.
Yes, welcome back to Thought in the Corner with Keith Eastwood. We had the Bionic Rats there with their song Dear John, and that's from the album that we're promoting today, which is Alive, and you can get that on Bandcamp there for €5. After that we had Paul Piggot, who sent in his song The Thought of You, and he sent it in through the email address originalcornertalk@gmail.com. And then after that we had Ronn van Etten with his song If You Start Forgetting, and he also sent in his song through the email address. So any musicians out there listening in, that's how you get involved, that's how you get your song played. We don't discriminate about what type of song is sent in. It can be a phone recording, it can be a full production, it doesn't matter. We're not here to judge, we're just here to play and share your music because the world needs to hear it, and that's what we're all about. So yeah, we've come to the end of the show. If you want to get in touch, you know the email address, originalcornertalk@gmail.com. We have our YouTube channel, which is Work in the Corner. Get on there, subscribe, do all that other stuff that you do. And then we have our Facebook group, which is Original Music Makers and Listeners Corner. If you want to get on there and follow that page, get on there. We're going to play out with the last song by the Bionic Rats. As I said, if you want to get this album, it's called Alive. You get it on Bandcamp for €5. So we're going to finish up this podcast with a song by the Bionic Rats called Annie Oaks.
This song about a girl called Annie. Annie, get your gun. Good night, God bless, folks. I'll see you in September, yeah? Good night, God bless. She's not deadly, I love you. John, they had the flat up in Oliver Bond. They sleep all day and at night they party, and all the neighbours never loved Annie. Annie. Oaks and her husband John. They had a friend up the Dolphins barn. A decent chap, his name was Richie, and him and John really loved Annie. Annie Oaks, 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 Annie Oaks. See you all again. Thank you. Good night, God bless. Annie Oaks. Thank you. Good night. See you. Underground. Come down and see us, yeah?